Om Shanti. Today's date is 24th December. Today the world celebrates Christmas. Baba explains the deep secrets in today's Murli. People of the world just wish to have peace, but they actually don't know when does that peace exist. When there peace exist in that land of silence, and also there used to be peace when it was one religion and one kingdom. Baba says there was chaos in the scriptures. It's mentioned that there used to be chaos only when the Ravan's kingdom starts, and Baba comes and establishes that kingdom of peace. Baba says Baba's knowledge is imperishable and the destruction doesn't take place. Someone becomes Baba's child and after belonging to the Baba and one leaves father's hands, such souls also come to the golden age, but their position will be of a lower status. And Baba just tells that. So such souls may become the ones who they just get broomsticks to sweep or mop. In order to become the kings or emperors, Baba says it requires effort. Those children who are obedient, who are faithful, who are loyal, who are honest, they claim the father's heart throne. And those who are not able to conquer the vices, such children are not liked by the father. Baba says you children must explain the knowledge, because this is the only treasure which just keeps growing as long as you just donate. Even on the path of devotion, someone donates. If someone just contributes in some kind of establishment of orphanage and someone donates, such souls take birth of a royal clan, because on the path of devotion the people just are born to a royal families because of the donations that they make in the previous births. Baba says here the jewels of knowledge are worth hundreds of thousands of rupees, and you children have to become generous. And the chariot chosen by Baba has made that chariot very generous, because Baba came and he became the master, and Baba then said, Brahma Baba, that you have to use the resources in the service of Bharat. If someone asks you children, from where do you receive that wealth? You tell them that we use our own resources in doing the service of Bharat. Because when we become the emperors, we obviously have to use our resources in establishing such a kingdom. So let's listen to the sweet elevated versions of Baba. And today's date is 24th December. And the essence is, sweet children, the donation of the imperishable jewels of this knowledge is the greatest donation. It is through this donation that you receive a kingdom. therefore become great donors. Question. What are the main signs of the children who have a keen interest in doing service? The, so Baba just explains the 7 points. Let's listen with attention. The first one, they don't like the atmosphere of the old world at all. Second point, they are happy to serve many and make others the same as themselves. Third one, only in studying and teaching others do they feel comfortable. Fourth one, even if their throats dry up while explaining to others, they remain happy. Fifth one, they don't want anyone's property. They don't waste their time chasing after someone else's property. Sixth one, their strings of attachment are broken away from everywhere. And seventh, they have generous hearts like the Father. Apart from doing service, they don't find anything sweet. Today's song, Salutations to Shiva. Om Shanti, the spiritual father, whose praise you have just heard, sits here and teaches you children lessons. This is a school. All of you are learning your lessons from the teacher. This one is the Supreme Teacher, who is also called the Supreme Father. Only the spiritual father can be called the Supreme Father. A physical father would never be called the Supreme Father. You would say, we are now sitting with the Paralokik Father. Some are already sitting here and some come here as guests. Baba has two kinds of children. You understand that you are sitting with the unlimited Father in order to claim your inheritance. So you should have so much internal happiness. Poor people continue to cry out in distress. At this time, everyone in the world says there should be peace in the world. The poor, helpless people don't know what peace is. Only the Father, who is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace, can establish peace. There is just peace in that incorporeal world. Here, people cry out in distress, how can there be peace in the world? There used to be peace in the golden age new world, where there was just the one religion. The new world is called, there was only one original eternal deity religion, and there was complete peace in that world. The new world is called paradise, the world of deities. Everywhere in the scriptures, they have just written the things of peacelessness. Baba has given us 3 examples. They have shown Kans in the Copper Age, and then they have shown Hiranyakashyap in the Golden Age, and they have shown the upheaval of Ravan in the Silver Age. They have shown peacelessness everywhere. The poor people are in such extreme darkness. They call out to the unlimited Father. Only when the God, the Father, comes, He can establish peace. The poor people don't know God at all. Peace only exists in that new world. It can't exist in the old world. Only the Father establishes that new world. People call out to Him to come and establish peace. Even those who belong to the Arya Samaj, they sing praise of the bestower of peace. The Father says it is purity which stands first. You are now becoming pure. There is purity, peace, health, wealth, and everything. Baba says there is purity, peace, health, wealth, and everything there. People become unhappy without wealth. You come here to become as wealthy as Lakshmi and Narayan. They were the masters of the world, and you have come here to become the masters of the world. However, each one's intellect is number-wise. Of course, everyone comes here and keeps that highest aim and objective, but Baba says, Everyone's intellect becomes number wise. Baba has said, when you go out in the morning in a procession, definitely take the picture of Lakshmi or Narayan with you. Create such tactics. The children's intellects are now to become divine. At this time, they have just gone into the Rajo stage from being Tamo Pradhan. They now have to reach the Sato Pradhan stage after becoming Sato. You don't have that strength as it, because you don't stay. Why don't we have that power? Baba says, because you don't stay in remembrance. There is a lot missing in the power of yoga. No one can become Sato Pradhan instantly. It's remembered that there is liberation in life in a second. That's fine, since you have become Brahmins, you are liberated in life. Then even in liberation in life, there are the highest, mediocre and the lowest levels. Those who belong to the Father definitely receive liberation in life. Although some belong to the Father and then they leave Him, in spite of that, they will still receive liberation in life. They will become sweepers in heaven. They will at least go to heaven, but they will receive a low status. The Father gives you the imperishable knowledge which is never destroyed. Let drums of happiness beat in the hearts of you children. After the cries of distress, there will be the cries of wonder. Baba says drums of happiness should beat. Even on the path of devotion, it is said that let there be always that constant music, or that moments of happiness be there. Baba says after the cries of distress, there will be the cries of appreciation or victory. You are now the children of God. What will you become then? You will then become the children of the deities. Your lives at this time are as valuable as diamonds. You are serving Bharat and making it peaceful. There is purity, peace and happiness. There is everything. When Bharat becomes peaceful, there exists that purity, peace and happiness. These lives of yours are even more elevated than those of the deities. You now know the Father, Creator and the world cycle. It is said that all of the festivals etc. have continued from time immemorial. What do people of the world say? They say that all of that have continued from time immemorial. However, from when? No one knows this. They believe that it is from when the world began, that the burning of Ravan is also from the time immemorial. However, Ravan doesn't exist in the golden age. No one there has any sorrow, and this is why they don't even remember God. What doesn't exist? Because Ravan doesn't exist, so there you don't experience any kind of sorrow. That's why there is no need to even remember God. Here everyone continues to remember God. They believe that only God will bring peace to the world. This is why they say, "Come and have mercy on us. Liberate us from sorrow." It is the children who call out to the Father because it is they who have seen happiness. Because when we were in that golden age, we had seen that immense happiness. That's why we call the Father to take us to that world. Baba says, "I will purify you and take you back with me." Those who don't become pure will experience punishment. What will happen with such souls? Here you have to remain pure even in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Your thoughts have to be very good. Each and every thought should be very pure and powerful. You have to make so much effort that is at the end you don't have any wasteful thoughts. You have to work on your mind so much that mind will not wander or mind will not create any wasteful thoughts. Don't remember anyone but the one Father. The Father explains, these thoughts will come until you reach the Karmatit stage. You have to become as unshakable as a Hanuman. That requires great effort. The children who are obedient, faithful, and worthy are loved by the Father a great deal. Baba says those children who are obedient, faithful, and worthy are loved by the Father a great deal. Those who don't conquer the five vices can't be loved as much. You children know that you claim your inheritance from the Father every cycle. So your mercury of happiness should rise so high. Baba said, let the drums of happiness beat in your hearts that you are receiving such an inheritance. And Baba says your mercury of happiness should rise because you now know that the establishment definitely has to take place. The old world definitely has to become a graveyard. We are continuing to make effort as we did in the previous cycle in order to go to that land of angels. This is a graveyard, and the explanation of the old world and the new world is given in the picture of the ladder. Baba just remembers the picture of ladder. This picture of the ladder is so good, but nevertheless people are unable to understand anything. Even those who live here on the shore of the ocean are unable to understand fully. You definitely have to donate the wealth of the knowledge. Wealth never diminishes by donating it. It is said, donor and the great donor, those people just say this. Baba says that the wealth of the knowledge never diminishes, even if you donate as much as you want. It is said the donor and the great donor, those who build a hospital or pilgrim's rest house, are called great donors. They receive the temporary fruit of that in their next birth. For instance, if someone builds a pilgrim's rest house, he will receive the happiness of a good home in his next birth. Those who donate a lot of wealth will take birth to a king or to a wealthy person. They become that by donating, whereas you claim a royal status by studying. There is a study and also a donation. Here it's direct, and whereas on the path of devotion it's indirect. Shiv Baba is making you become like that through this study. Shiv Baba has the imperishable jewels of knowledge. Each jewel is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees. And what's the value of these jewels? Baba says each gem or jewel of this, how many versions, how many gems do we find, and how much income do we earn, and how much is deposited in our account. So Baba says each jewel is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees, and this can't be said of devotion. This is called knowledge. They have the knowledge of the devotion in the scriptures, whereas you receive teachings about how to perform devotion. You children have the intoxication of this knowledge, then which goes right into your head. You receive this knowledge after doing devotion, and through this knowledge you experience the intoxication of the sovereignty of the world, then which goes right into your head. Those who do a lot of service will become intoxicated. Those who give good lectures are invited to the museums and exhibitions. They would definitely be number-wise there too. There are the elephant riders, horse riders, and the foot soldiers. Your memorial is created in the Dilwala temple. You say this is the living Dilwala and that is the non-living one. You are incognito, and this is why people don't recognize you. Baba has given us these amazing titles. Baba says you are Raj Rishis, and they are, Baba says on one side you are the king, and on the other side you are the saint, or you are a Rishi who sacrifices, renounces everything. So you are Raj Rishis and they are Hatha Yoga Rishis. You are now Gyaneshwari. The ocean of knowledge is giving you this knowledge, and you are the children of the eternal surgeon. Only the surgeon would feel your pulse. How would those who don't know their own pulse know the pulse of others? You are the children of the eternal surgeon, aren't you? The Satguru gives you the ointment of this knowledge, and this is an injection of knowledge. Souls are given an injection. That praise is of this time, and it is the praise of the Satguru. Only the Satguru would give the injection of this knowledge to Gurus. You are the children of the eternal surgeon, and so your business is to give everyone the injection of this knowledge. What's our business? To give everyone the injection of the knowledge. Among doctors too, some earn 100,000 rupees in a month, and whereas others barely earn 500 rupees. You find various varieties. People go to each one number wise. A judgment which is received from the High Court or the Supreme Court to put someone on the gallows. Sometimes they are given the capital punishment. Then an appeal is made to the president, and so he forgives him. You children have to be intoxicated and remain generous hearted. The father entered this lucky chariot, so he made him generous hearted. He himself can do anything, can't he not? Baba has made Brahma Baba a generous hearted, the one who has a big heart, broad minded intellect. Baba himself can do anything, can't he not? He entered this one and he became the master. Okay, Shiv Baba comes in Brahma Baba's chariot and Baba becomes the master. So all of that has to be used to benefit Bharat. You use your wealth for the benefit of Bharat. When someone asks you how you cover your expenses, tell them, we are doing service with our own bodies, minds and wealth. We will rule and we will use our own money. We cover the expenses ourselves. We Brahmins are establishing the kingdom by following Srimad. Those who become Brahmins will cover the expenses. We have now become Brahmins from Shudras and then we have to become deities. Baba says, create all the pictures in a trance-like form so that people are attracted to them and arrows instantly strike the targets. Some will not come here at all because they are scared of magic. To change humans into deities is magic, isn't it? Baba says, of course, it's wonder. God speaks, I teach you Raj Yoga. Hatha yogis can't teach Raj Yoga. And you now have to understand these things. You are becoming worthy of sitting in a temple. At this time, because the deities sit in a temple, so Baba says you are becoming worthy of sitting in a temple. At this time, the whole world is an unlimited Lanka. And there is Ravan's kingdom over the entire world. How could Ravan exist in the golden and the silver ages? The father says, listen to the things that I tell you now. Don't say anything with those eyes. First Srimad is we have to listen to what Baba tells. We shouldn't say anything with our physical eyes because this old world is to be destroyed. And this is why we remember our land of peace and the land of happiness. From worshippers, you are now becoming worthy of worship. This one was a number one worshipper. He used to worship Narayan a great deal, Brahma Baba. He is now once again becoming worthy of worship Narayan. You too can make effort and become that. The kingdom continues just as there is King Edward, the first, second, and third. The father says, "You have been calling me omnipresent." Baba says, "By calling me omnipresent, you have been disrespectful to me. Nevertheless, I have been uplifting you. This play is created so wonderfully. You definitely have to make effort, and according to the drama, you will make the same effort that you made in the previous cycle. And the children who have a keen interest in doing service only will have one concern day and night. You children have found the path through the Father, and therefore you don't like to do anything but serve others. You don't like the worldly atmosphere. Those who do service don't find any comfort without doing service. A teacher enjoys teaching. You have now become very elevated teachers, and this is your business. The better a teacher is, the more he makes many others the same as himself, so he accordingly receives a prize. What will he receive? Even when you, because good teacher receives that award, he would not rest until he had taught someone. At exhibition, sometimes, even if it is 12 midnight, they experience happiness. Even if they become tired and their throats dry up, they still remain happy because this is godly service. This is very elevated service, and they don't find anything else sweet. They say, "What would we do with this property, etc.? We just want to teach." This is the only one service we would like to do. And even if they find that there are complications with their wealth or property, they would say, "Of what use is this gold for when your ears can be cut off?" Because sometimes we wear jewelry and we go out, and sometimes such situations can be invited where people don't hesitate to cut off the ears and just rob the gold earrings or whatever jewelry we wear. So your boat has to go across by doing the service. Baba says, those who donate buildings can still keep them in their name. The BKs just want to do service. Any external bondage is not very good for this service. Some people's strings of attachment are pulled, and some people's strings of attachment are broken. Baba says, "Become one manabhav and your sins will be absolved." you receive a great deal of help. You have to become engaged in doing this service. Why should we be busy in godly service? What's the purpose? Baba says there is a great deal of income in doing this service. It's not a question of buildings, etc. If they give you a building and they impose conditions, then don't take it. Those who don't know how to do service are of no use to us. Those who don't know how to do the service, how to do godly service, they are of no use to Baba. A teacher would make always others the same as himself. Of what use are they if they don't become this? There is a great need for hands. In this, there is a greater need for mothers and Kumaris. You children understand that the father is the teacher, so you children have to become teachers. Isn't it that teachers can't do any other type of work? You have to do all types of work. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. And we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, namaste to the mother, father and Bap Dada. The essence for dharana, the first one, day and night only have thoughts of service. Break all other strings of attachment. There is no comfort for you without doing service. Do service and make others the same as yourself. Second point, become as generous hearted as the Father. Feel everyone's pulse and then serve them. Use your body, mind and wealth to benefit Bharat. In order to become unshakable, immovable, become obedient and faithful. Today's blessing, today Baba's blessing. May you be a world server who remains free from the web of any questions such as why and what, and become a ruler of the globe. May you be a world server who remains free from the web of any questions such as why and what, become a ruler of the globe. When you are discuss of self-realization swings the wrong way instead of the right way, Then instead of becoming a conqueror of Maya, you get caught up in the spinning of the confusion of looking at others. Because of this web of questions such as why and what is created, you yourself create it, then you yourself become trapped in it. So become knowledgeful and continue to spin the discus of self-realization in the right way. Then you will become free from any web of such questions as why and what. You will become yogyukt and liberated in life and a ruler of the globe. You will continue to tour around with the Father doing the service of the world benefit. By becoming a world server, you will become the king who rules the globe. Today's Baba slogan: put your plans into a practical form with a plain intellect, and success will be merged in that. Put your plans into a practical form with a plain intellect, success will be then merged into that. Avyakt signal. Now have the deep consent to become complete and Karmatit. When you come close to your Karmatit stage, neither will your intellect be subservient to any soul, nor will you create any karmic bondages. This means you will be free from all karmic bondages, be detached as an instrument, will enable actions to be performed through matter. In order to experience the Karmatit stage, you don't repeatedly have to make the effort to be detached. Easily and naturally experience that the physical organs are doing everything and they are separate from me, the soul who is making it happen. Om Shanti. Today's evening meditation from 6 to 8, and tomorrow Samrat Vela will be at Conference Hall and Murli class will be at Diamond Hall. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. We experienced it in the beginning. Various things kept coming to the forefront, but we kept it crossing easily on the basis of faith. Till today, this is our godly university. That is Baba's work within. It's being carried out by the Father himself. And it's moving forward. What has happened today is that people have started accepting it. Along with that, everyone's heart should accept themselves too, to reveal that form of oneself by oneself. Keep making yourself such an ideal of divine visions. What the Father wants from us children, by reminding ourselves of that desire or the Father's wish frequently, we make ourselves like that. Om Shanti.